He only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away.
Here's Berrios.
And all deep in his own territory. He coughs up the football. And this is taken into the end zone. A fumble recovery and a Cincinnati touchdown.
And that's got to be so disappointing for a defense. You force the fumble. And now, as with every potential turnover, they're going to take a second look at this just to make sure. Now the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. Showed some strong running, but quickly corralled just beyond the 10-yard line. It's a pickup of 4, and it'll bring up second down.
Well, you don't turn your nose up at a gain of 4, do you? They'll take that on first down. Playbook's got to be pretty well open on 2nd and 6.
Now a 2nd down and 6.
Looking to throw. Pickett. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off around the 27. And they're going to be set up in the red zone right around the 17-yard line.
And they'll take possession already in the red zone and in a great spot to add points to the scoreboard.
And, Brandon, how many times have we seen a defense with a lot of field behind them get even more aggressive, right? They feel like they've got them not pinned down, but in a favorable spot for them. And they took advantage of it there, got a nice interception, and set up their offense in great shape.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
Working with a 2nd and 3.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll be brought down here at the 3-yard line.
For a lot of guys playing this game, there's no better feeling than running right through a tackle. He's able to lower his center of gravity and churn his legs for a really nice pickup.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown.
His 2nd rushing touchdown of the year and 3rd overall.
And the Bengals are once again going to retake the lead.
Zach Taylor's made the decision. They'll go for 2 here. And Burrow's going to look to throw for it.
And he's got it here for the 2 points, but there is a marker down, so we'll have to see what that's about.
That's on the guard, Alex Kappa.
So now the Bengals offense will stay out there as they'll decide to go for 2. They'll try and throw for it. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. It's not that often you see a 2-point try from that distance, and of course, it's not that often that it's successful, and it wasn't there.
And who added all this thinking to the game, right? Because now you get so much extra to consider. The penalty happens. Do you go for 2 from that spot now after the penalty? Or do you say, we're going to kick it, which means they have to administer the penalty from the 20,
you would have been
from the
pushed
15.
back further. Yeah.
Now you're back further. Can you make that one? It's a lot of extra stuff on what used to be a routine play.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack them here. To throw on 2nd down. Pickett. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a third down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
From the gun on third down, Pickett. He's going to fire one deep left sideline. And I think that one might have been intercepted, but he will be ruled out of bounds. So this will go only as incomplete.
Not only did he have a chance to scan the field there, it felt like he had a chance to scan it twice. The protection was that good. Unfortunately for him, the coverage downfield, equally good.
And on fourth down, on is the punt team sending this one away. Here comes Pettis on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And the Bengals will take over here, 1st and 10. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
And confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around.
As they began this drive, I was wondering how they were going to attack since they're playing with the lead. Would they continue to try and push the ball downfield? Well, after one play, it appears that the answer is yes.
And they go play action now. Burrow. That is taken in by Hurst. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7.
Not only have they completed a couple on this drive, but they peeled off some pretty good chunks of yardage, too.
Absolutely. Great start. 2 nice plays in the pass game. Now can they continue to feed off that? Throwing the out route incomplete. That's Evans. Touchdown. Chris Evans. His first touchdown on the year. And the Bengals get another third-quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. CD, it seemed like they were so focused on the guys out wide, they forgot about him out of the backfield.
That's a really good point because you've got to communicate, and oftentimes when you start counting receivers, that's exactly what you do. You start from the widest receiver, work your way inside. Who gets lost sometimes? The back in the backfield. That's exactly what happened there.
And he got into the end zone. Extra point by McPherson, up and good. And it gives his guys a 12-point advantage. After the touchdown, McPherson on to kick this one away. And this will be a touchback. Berrios deciding not to bring it out. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And here we are almost through 3 quarters of play, and this passing game still has not really found any kind of rhythm.
Put it mildly, because they're not even over 100 yards yet. And in today's NFL, where it's a pass-first league, that is quite surprising. Not many teams patient enough to stick with the run. Everybody wants to advance the ball through the air. They've got to get their timing back.
Here's 2nd and 10. From the gun, Pickett. That swung out wide to Harris. 5 yards. Now it's 3rd and 5. Looked like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw, and a good one.
From the gun on 3rd down, Pickett. Open man, completes it to Claypool. The 20. And into the end zone. Touchdown.
Chase Claypool.
His third touchdown now on the year.
And the Steelers have made it a one-score game again here in the fourth.
Boswell good with the extra point. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this fourth quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown.
The Bengals drive about to get going. Their lead back down to one score after the touchdown a moment ago. First down's a must on this drive as they start out here 1st and 10.
And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
If you can keep getting gains like that, Charles, with the lead here in the fourth quarter, I mean, keep running it, right?
No doubt about it, but what the offense coordinator has to do is understand. They're going to continue to stack the line of scrimmage. What runs do you have in your arsenal that'll work against a stacked box and continue to move the ball?
12, 12, 12.
Evans gets it again on 2nd down.
And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
And I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Now left side on the swing pass. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. Operating out of Steeler territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 43.
11, 11. Check 25. 11, Thomas. Hey, we got Mike 50, y'all. Check.
Now it's Burrow. And this is caught by Evans. That catch good for only a couple.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Burrow. That is caught. It's Dante Pettis. And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big play that time through the air. 34 yards. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
They'll run here with Evans.
And he'll take this into the end zone for a Bengal TD.
Chris Evans
with 2 touchdowns on the season, both in this game.
And the Bengals add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week. McPherson on for the point after.
And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
So after the made field goal, here's McPherson to send this one away.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
And you figure after giving up that last touchdown, they trail by 2 scores here in the fourth quarter. This drive becomes very critical. James Daniels, the guard, called for the penalty there.
The false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
Oh, that's one to warm the hearts of all those old school football players, isn't it? Tough, hard, gritty run, got behind his pads, bowled over a few people. Look at that one, right up the gut.
So up through 3 quarters, no reason to lighten up now. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Operating from the gun, Pickett, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
Have to give some credit to the defender on that when he read all of his keys perfectly and got a great break on the ball and able to force that incompletion.
The Steelers on 3rd down. 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Back to throw. Pickett. He's got a man open. It's Chase Claypool. And he will have a Steelers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. But correct me if I'm wrong. Yeah, you're down 2 scores. I don't think you need to rush just yet, but you can't take your time either.
Yeah, even if you don't want to commit to full 2-minute offense, you have to up the tempo, up the urgency. Maybe you're starting to call 2 plays in a huddle each time you snap the ball.
And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. 2nd down. Nice job there on the tackle. Keep him to the short gain. And, of course, he got some good news this week. He was named AFC Defensive Player of the Week from last week's effort.
And part of the reason he got that award, because of plays like that. Not every play is spectacular. Not every play is for a loss. Make the plays that are in front of you, keep it to short gains, and you pile up statistics.
And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on. 3rd down.
Well, that one was all about the defender making life difficult for the receiver. Very tough for a guy to hold on to the football through all that contact. He ends up forcing the incompletion.
Finding his safety valve here. That's complete. And he'll take it down shy of the 45 at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And that's going to make it 4th down. And this will probably be the final play before the 2-minute warning. Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And able to connect with Barrios. And he will have a first down as they get him to the ground at the 37. So the Steelers with the football as we get you reset. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. On 1st down, it's Harris. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. Well, when you're leading in the 4th quarter, that's not the penalty you want.
Not at all, and now your discipline comes into question. Having poise this stage of the game, you can't have those kind of plays.
On the give, this is Harris. And he'll get this down only to the 18. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive, and once again they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Looking to throw on 2nd down. Pickett. And he just chucked that one out of bounds, out of everyone's reach. Maybe a wise call not to take a sack in this part of the field. It brings up 3rd down.
And now the focus is really clear. They need to get that first down and either get out of bounds or maybe use one of those timeouts.
Play number 9 on the drive coming up, and they need 9 yards on 3rd down. From the gun, Pickett. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked up by Jesse Bates. And the Bengals are going to take possession here as they've got it at their own 4-yard line. Boy, so another interception, CD, and it feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
Here we go.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
12. Right 80.
That one looks like he'll throw here. He completes it to Evans. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Now the Bengals going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down.
Here we go. Right 80.
Now Burrow. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Finally, a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and throw forward with Burrow. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete. The Bengals try it, but it doesn't work out. And now possession will go over inside the 15-yard line. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line.
Check 4. He's coming. We got double up. Nike, 19.
Trying to shake off the interception. And he's going to be taken down, sacked back around the 18-yard line. The Bengals going to use the 2nd of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Looking to throw. Pickett. And he's going to hook up with his big tight end. Complete. It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down. Now the Bengals going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. On 3rd and 2, Pickett. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Chidobe with a pick. And the Bengals are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Cincy offense about ready to go here on their next drive. And checking the timeouts, they do have 2 defensively, but no real need to use them as they're not going to be able to stop the clock after that. Eluding the pressure right. On the run, he'll let it go deep, right sideline. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
After what they've faced during this game where they've given up a ton of yards downfield, there has to be a measure of revenge right there for the secondary. They've been shredded throughout the game and finally forced an incompletion.
After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. They're passing here. Joe Burrow. Over the middle, he finds Pettis complete. And he's taken down but able to slip across the 35. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Looking to throw. And that's going to be caught. T. Higgins. And he takes it down deep into Pittsburgh territory. A big play that time on the catch and run. So this one in the win column now for the Cincinnati Bengals.